Norman Powell attacking the tin with a slam dunk. Here's Powell now driving underneath. Finds Norm, open three, and good. Get Norm going. Powell driving. He lays it up and through. Here's Powell, the trailer. Lowry back to Norm. Great look.
Excellent pass.
Norm wide open three and drills it. Let's go. Powell rejects Beal. And on the inside, the bucket.
High degree of difficulty shot that time. Give Powell credit.
Turnover. Here's Norman. And he throws it down. A vicious slam to get this building going.
Welcome back to Raptors Today. Norm Powell has been on a tear the last 3 games, 16 points per game, and I really think that the garbage time minutes that he got in Denver has kind of turned around his season. Paul Jones, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call them garbage time minutes, though, in a sense that when you're...
Well, the game was effectively over when he was getting a lot of minutes.
The game was over. Maybe a working practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, though. The game was over. But to those guys that are in Norm's situation, looking to find themselves and looking to work things out, or a guy who comes in on the end of the bench, that's valuable playing time.
Right.
And you're right. I think Norm did find something there. And what I'm seeing is a guy who is looking for his spot in the offense. Remember, he goes into the starting lineup and he's playing with 2 all-stars that have the ball a lot of the time. And Norm has actually told me at times he's been moving to an area and here comes Lowry or DeRozan with the ball and now the spacing is off. So he's really trying to find himself within the offense. At the other end, he's got to continue to play the defense. And he is finding himself, by the way, in the offense, is starting to make shots, shooting the ball at just a clip under 60% in his last 3 games. But he needs to continue to do the stuff that has put him in the starting lineup. Play the defense, run the floor, do the complementary things when he's out there with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan.
Sherm, you know as well as anybody, probably more than anybody, basketball's confidence. You sometimes have it, sometimes you don't. Was this just a matter of Norm not having confidence and now he does?
Well, I think everybody gets hit in their confidence at some point, whatever career field you're in. And in the world of sports and basketball, it's no different. And for Norm, you know, you think about young players, a lot of times they work on their offense and then their offense doesn't click at some point. That impacts their confidence. To Jonesy's point, get back to that defense. Understand who you are, how you got to this point. It's attack mode, putting the ball on the floor, getting into the paint, putting pressure on the defense, being physical at the rim. And also, now you've added passing to your game, so your vision is better, so find teammates. Now that shot's going to be much more readily available, and you're going to be able to shoot that with more confidence. Can't put your confidence all into the fact that you make or miss a shot. It's got to be more balanced, and Norm can't get caught in that right now.
Well, consistency is a huge thing in the NBA. Jonesy, how do you sort of limit that? How do you make sure you're a consistent guy from one night to the next?
Well, sometimes the finely tuned skills in terms of the offense, the shooting, the scoring, that's not going to be there. Your consistency comes on the defensive end.
Right.
Your consistency comes with guarding. You don't need the ball. You get into people. You talk on the defensive end. You know your assignments. That has nothing to do with the ball, and it's more will than it is skill at times. And I think to build that consistency, if you know that that is going to be a cornerstone of your play every night, then you can work on the offensive stuff. I've always said, give me a kid who's a defensive player, and as Sherm said, we'll work on the shooting, the passing, the ball handling, and all of a sudden I'll have a complete player. But give me that guy that wants to start with a defensive foundation.
Sherm, quickly forecast the rest of the season for Norman Powell.
Well, he's going to get a lot of opportunities being that starting lineup. And I think for Norm, his goal throughout the course of the season is not about trying to find places to fit in. It's about being consistent. He's got to develop that consistency on the defensive side of the basketball. He's working on his shots. Jonesy and I see him work on his shots, so that's going to happen at some point. But he's got to build the other areas of his game to create consistency. And like I said, you rely on a jump shot, you rely on a three-point shot going in or not going in, it's going to be a tough season. It's a long career. And I think Norm has way too many other skills in his game to have to rely on making or missing shots.
All right, guys, thanks for letting me join your little party here.
We're going to think about letting you come back, though.
You were a little hard on me.
We're not sure about the next invite, but it's okay right now.
Don't forget, for all your updates, full interviews, and everything Raptors related, go to Raptors.com. For Sherman Hamilton and Paul Jones, I'm Randy Urban. See you next time.